Flora, you told us the story of, you going into manufacturing without knowing nothing, and you're saying, me, I'm just like a small SME. I know nothing, and you're, swimming with sharks who've been there for a long time, established, and probably generation 2, generation 3, and you're just a small SME. Is that the reason why you decided to go to teach SMEs how to run business? Please tell us a little bit about what you do, teaching SMEs, to actually grow and sustain themselves.
Yeah, because I found myself in, an area I did not even understand. So initially I just went to University of Kabete University, didn't live far from there. I worked it out, but I've never been shy to call you and ask you, can I have help? I remember, I think I was only 1 year old. I found Vimal's email. I think mobiles were not there. Why did I can't remember. And I said, can you mentor me? He never replied. But when I came to sit on the board of KM, he must have received it. He said, now I can mentor you. And I think what he meant is now we are close to each other. We're not the same level, but now we are accessible. So my point is, yes, it is really, really, I've asked a lot. And what tends to happen is I kept asking, but nobody gives you notice when the years are shifting. Then one day I woke up and I'm like, hiya, I could be the oldest in most rooms now. And I looked and I said, wow. So during COVID, I have always had a heart to tell. I suffer from what they call a lot of unsolicited advice, even in the office. People said, nobody asked you. So then during COVID, I got a team together. I got a lot of entrepreneurs together, and I just said, listen, I had been wanting to put a program together. I didn't know how. So Zoom really just, wow, it was my light bulb moment. So I had a group of, I think, 30 ladies during COVID. I did it for a couple of months, and then I did it the following year. But by the third year now, when we had gone back to work, people stopped showing up. I started seeing 2-3 people. But I still had so much knowledge to share with these people. So about last year, January, I walked into my office. Melvin is going to be 30 years old this year. So I walked into my office. That was 28 years in, and I said, I can't do this anymore. I just got bored. Everything's the same. Everyone is the same. It's just a different story. So I retreated a bit. I've written a book called Brewed to Last. It's really the 10 principles that I think need to be in place. I've seen need to be in place if you want to build a business that's going to last. And then I developed a program that coaches and mentors entrepreneurs to build strong businesses. But now not even necessarily to last, but to scale. Because when I started digging above below the ground, I started noticing, you look at the statistics, it's actually very scary. 22% of entrepreneurs, Africa has got the most number of entrepreneurs, which is 22% of the global. Now, unfortunately, they tend to be small, and then they unfortunately tend to be women and youth. So I then said, what if I could speak to now entrepreneurs who are already established? I really don't have the luxury of time to deal with the startups, but the ones who are already established but are finding either revenues have stalled, or they're facing burnouts, they don't know how to build systems. So that's what I do. So I run cohorts pretty similar to yours, about 8 weeks online, where I take you through the principles. But the other thing we do is exactly what we're talking here. I open up my networks, anybody I can connect. Because remember, I have too much unsolicited advice.